What were you most happy with from game one?
Probably just the operation in general. I thought they did a good job in general getting on the field. I thought Skylar did a good job taking care of business and just in general operating as an offensive unit.
Skylar had great numbers, of course. But what are some things that maybe we didn't see that he did well too on Saturday?
Well, I think probably the thing they did as good a job as anything is keeping the guys tight knit, keeping the huddle really where they were all on the same page and communicating and probably really even with as many wideouts as we kept rotating in and skill guys in general, keeping them all on the same page.
A few people were interested. I guess they might have thought you guys were going to throw a lot to the tight end. Do you plan to add a little bit more to that as well?
Well, there's plenty of game plan in for them. It just depends on how it unfolds. They played a whole bunch of man coverage, and like it or don't like it, our tight ends aren't always going to be able to create their own space when it's man coverage.
What did you think of the running backs that you were?
Really happy with them. Really happy with all the backs that got opportunities to get in. Did a nice job both carrying the football, but also on any of our protection stuff. We didn't have any protection busts. We were really happy with the running backs as a whole.
I don't know if you addressed this, but playing 20 players on offense on that first drive, can you walk us through that?
It's just a little bit. Each guy kind of has some of their own pieces of the puzzle that they bring to the table. So, we're going to try to keep as many guys engaged as we can each week. And the more that we can keep guys knowing that they've got a part of it, that this is your part of it. So make sure you know it well. And then when we ask you to do it, you got to take care of your business.
Where did that develop? When did you start doing that?
It's kind of been the entire time I've been coaching. You feel like if you've got one guy that's just head and shoulders above everybody else, and you're going to play them more. But if people bring things to the table that can help us win, we're going to use those things.
I think Bowling Green gave up just like 70 yards to Morgan State last Thursday. What were your thoughts on them on film?
Well, they do a really, really good job of putting pressure on you. And that's one of the things we've got to do a good job this week is, we got to keep pressure off the quarterback. And if we can do a nice job there protecting, I think we'll have opportunity. But they're gonna try to bring more than just four to the quarterback.
Coach Kleiman, Joshua Young played quite a bit as a blocker in week one. Is that kind of an underrated skill of his?
One thing, he's physical, even though he's a freshman. He's got really, really good ball skills, though. He has the ability to catch football and make plays. It just happened to be in this setting that's where he was at. Each week it could change a little bit. We want to get him the ball. We want to get him opportunity to make plays. But he's also got to kind of get his feet wet. And it was his first college game, and I was really happy with how he did play.
Coach Kleiman did mention, that John Holcomb may be a guy that gets a package developed down the road.
Yeah, we've got to keep getting him engaged and having him as part of what we're going to do. I mean, he's 6'4" plus, and he's 245 pounds or so, and the best part is if he's in as a run quote quarterback, he can throw the football, guys. I mean, he will be a guy that will be a threat. He won't be a wildcat quarterback that his only job is to run. He'll be a guy that can run our entire offense, but obviously Skylar runs our offense very well, so we're happy with that. But we need to be able to use John.
What do you think of the depth?
So far, so good. I mean, I'm happy with pretty much all the position groups. The biggest thing is going to be as the season keeps going, how healthy can we stay? Because I want to have the ability to use that many players each week.
The wide receivers kind of mentioned after the game that maybe drops were a little bit of an issue. Is that something you saw when you went back on film?
Obviously people saw some that are right out there and drops in general or something that everybody's going to see or not see. The key for me was that we still made a bunch of plays. We still, Skylar didn't blink about coming back to that same wide receiver for the next opportunity. And that's what we'll keep doing. And catching the football is a unique skill that not everybody can do, especially when there's other guys out there trying to hit you. So I was not at all displeased with the wide receiver group. I was really very happy with the wide receiver group.
How did you feel Jack's played in his debut at this level?
I thought he did a nice job. Obviously all those guys that were true freshmen playing, it's still different now. I mean, very, very few places as a high school setting, the same as it is out there at Snyder Family Stadium is a phenomenal game day atmosphere.
What's your evaluation overall of the wide receiver play, route running, and
very happy with them. You don't rush for that many yards without having guys making plays downfield as far as blocking DBs. I think that as far as their ability to create space and get open, I thought they did a nice job, and I think that that's something that they need to do because we're not going to be able to run the ball for 300 plus yards each week. We need to be able to throw the football.
You guys scored on each touchdowns, more importantly, on each of the first 4 possessions. When you get the first one, does it become easier?
Oh no, I don't know. The biggest thing for us is worrying about the next drive each time. Honestly, the first drive and the second drive have nothing to do with the third drive. You still all of a sudden put yourself in a third down situation. You need to move the chains. That's probably the thing I was the most pleased with, is our ability to convert on third downs.
What were the emotions like for you calling a game in a Big 12 stadium?
It was fun. This atmosphere is phenomenal. But from our standpoint, I try to tell the players, it's just taking care of your own business, getting ready to play each play. And I know that's kind of coach speak, but from a coaching standpoint, it's the same as well. We've got a game plan. We need to follow the game plan and then execute it. But I had a good time. It was a great atmosphere.
Have you always been a guy who enjoys more like being up in the booth, or is it more like just what each coach?
It's actually kind of been a little bit more by what position I've coached and the age of those guys. When I've been a quarterback coach and a coordinator, if it was a younger quarterback, I was on the field. If I had an older quarterback, then I was in the box. It's in this situation with me coaching the tight ends and fullbacks and having an older quarterback in general, I feel great with Colin and myself both upstairs, and that's kind of how I would like to do it if we can.
Where do you want to see the most improvement on Saturday?
I think that the biggest thing I want to make sure we do between now and Saturday is keep detailing our work and making sure that we understand that one game has absolutely nothing to do with what the next game is. We've got to get better each day. And to this point, I think that we've worked hard this week, and hopefully we'll be ready to play 11 a.m.
So it's just kind of fine-tuning. It's nothing.
It's more just continuous improvement. Want to get better at the steps that I take, better at my aiming points, better at shooting my hands, better at creating space as a wide receiver or a tight end or a running back. And I think our guys are starting to understand that every day you go out there, you got to work hard and try to improve, because once that day's gone, it doesn't come back.
How have the guys handled success in practice after a great?
Really well. Now we're going to stay on them, and we always will stay on them. But you don't need to be patting yourself on the back when you play well. You need to really get into the details of what can I continue to get better at.
Do you envision any extra freshmen playing this week?
You never know each week because of the four game rule. We could have any guy that we felt like really has done a nice job get an opportunity to get in and play.
Time for one more.
How confident did Skylar seem on Saturday?
I thought he went into the game very confident, and I thought after the first drive he really felt good about himself. And that's something each week we've got to keep him understanding that you're going to have adversity. So don't get down if something doesn't go right, especially if it doesn't go right early, because he's done a great job, and we got to let him know you're our guy.